Hey, I'm Dawson. It's been a good stretch of new music for the past couple weeks. Bring Me the Horizon dropped Post-Human Next Gen. I did an entire album review of that one, which I'm still trying to get around the copyright blocks. So hopefully you'll see that maybe today, maybe tomorrow, maybe a couple days from now, maybe never. And now this morning, A Day to Remember dropped a new single, Feedback. I've been listening to A Day to Remember since about 2011-ish, I want to say. It was before Common Courtesy came out. I will say I'm not a huge fan of their earlier albums. Everything past Homesick, though, I've really enjoyed. I even featured You're Welcome on my video of the top 10 most underrated rock albums of the last 10 years, which you can check out up there. And like Bring Me the Horizon, A Day to Remember is another one of those bands that keeps evolving as the years go by and as the landscape of rock music in general changes. So they're also a very polarizing act. If you know anything about me, you know that I love when artists push the limits of whatever genre they're in. So I'm hoping, as I always am, that we get a little bit more of that in this new release. All right, I've done enough talking. Let's get into Feedback.
Yeah, I was gonna say, if it's dark, then you can just frozen it all. I'm just trying to figure out, like...
Uh-oh. Very rock and roll. Yeah. Their vocals always sound so crisp. Yeah, this is a good song to drive to. I can't wait to blast this with my windows down, driving on the highway. Ooh, I love that chord. Is that what he says? Struck a chord. Here we go, a patented ADTR drop.
Peace.
Yo, why are people upset with this song? Who says this isn't good? Fuck yeah, man, this is so good. Yes.
Your feedback, I'll let you know, motherfucker.
That was a little cheesy, that ending. I could do without that. However, the song overall was great. Now, let me start by addressing what I said before we started the reaction. That I was hoping that they would be pushing the limits. They didn't, but that's okay. I like a lot of music that doesn't push the limits too. Honestly, there wasn't anything too unique about the song. The structure was pretty simple: verse, chorus, breakdown, chorus, outro. It's been done a trillion times. There were no true standout moments, I guess, maybe outside from that one chord when he said struck a chord and the breakdown, at least upon my first listen. But I was bobbing my head the entire time. I was smiling. I was enjoying the song. And sometimes that's enough, right? Sometimes you just want to listen to a song that makes you feel good. And like a lot of A Day to Remember songs, I picked up on a few lyrics about, you know, like the me against you, us against the world kind of thing. I'm sure there's a lot of that plastered through. I'm sure that there's even more than that I'll pick up on through future listens of the song and by reading the lyrics. But first reaction, again, like I said, that was great. I really don't understand when people say this doesn't sound like A Day to Remember, or, insert band name here. All the elements of that song sounded like A Day to Remember. The vocals, super consistent with what they've been putting out. The guitar layering, they've been doing it this way since day one. The breakdown, which I called out as a patented A Day to Remember breakdown, felt like A Day to Remember. So what about this song doesn't feel like A Day to Remember? That you haven't heard it before? That you haven't heard A Day to Remember play this song yet? I really, I'm not even trying to be facetious or anything. I just cannot wrap my head around when people say, oh, this doesn't sound like A Day to Remember. If there's an album with a specific sound that you love, just listen to that album over and over again. You can't expect artists to keep putting out the same thing. This has been said billions of times, I'm sure. And I know I'm just screaming into a well when I talk about this, but do you know how much better your life would be if you just stopped complaining about music you don't like? Move on and enjoy the music you do. And now I will climb down off of my soapbox and say, A Day to Remember, I love it. I hope there's an album coming soon. I hope you keep bringing the energy and having fun with your music.
Also, sorry, I'm editing right now, and I just rewatched the beginning of the music video. Totally missed on my first pass that these were the producers or engineers or whoever working on music, presumptively A Day to Remember's music, and then they kidnap them and go on to tell them that they don't want their feedback. Love that message.
Thank you to everyone who's made it to this point. If you've enjoyed anything about this video, please leave a like, subscribe if you want to follow along with all of my reactions and all of my projects that I'm working on. If you haven't yet, go take a listen to my music. I'll leave the links in the description. You can look up Don Dawson on Apple Music, Spotify, anywhere you want. Got 5 singles out now, working on an album. Stay tuned for all that. Thank you again for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Peace out. Kind of like what Jeremy said before.
Peace.